and I will open this public hearing to discuss the proposed Chapter 13 Board of Fire Commission ordinance. And let me just state by saying I see we have some of our volunteer firefighters on the meeting with us tonight. And I appreciate the feedback and your participation up to this point. So if we will begin, if you'd please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so I want to thank the town attorney for his craftsmanship on this. There's been many months of work that have gone into this. And of course, the purpose of this is contained in the preamble. We see this as a positive step toward unifying our departments, helping them work together, making sure that they get the resources they need, that they have professionals who are advising the various decision makers on the Board of Selectmen and Board of Finance as we move through the years. This is something that most towns have had for a long time. We're kind of behind the 8 ball in setting one of these up. I see this as a positive thing that can be an asset to both of our volunteer departments. So with that, I will open up the floor for discussion. If any members of the public would care to chime in, comments, questions, the microphone is open. If you want to just raise your hand so we know who wants to speak, or you can raise that little electronic hand too if you want to. Talkative group tonight.
Yeah.
I think Menti wants to talk, but I think, John, you're muted.
I'm good with it, Paul. I think it's great. And actually, I'd like to say I applaud the Board of Selectmen for taking this endeavor on. Again, I think it's long overdue, and I think it's going to be beneficial for both departments and for the town. So thank you.
Thanks, John.
John, what's your address?
183 Old Hollyville Road, Bethel.
Matt, I'll just.
Yep, Rich, go ahead.
I just want to say, as a Board of Selectmen member, we've talked about this for quite a while to organize this commission, and I think it's in the best interest of the town that we do this. So just a follow-up saying that, the Board of Selectmen was in favor of it.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Well, I might as well go too here and make it unanimous on a Board of Selectmen. The town's growing, and I think as we grow, it's inevitably we needed something like this. So it's for the benefit of the town in general. So, I'm totally for that, just along with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. Thank you very much, Paul. Are there any other comments? Well, all right. Well, we'll keep it open for another couple of minutes while we're waiting, just to make sure nobody's logging in late. I do want to take a moment to thank Chief Baker and Chief McCollum. I know back in January, they had one of the first things they did starting off the new year was have a joint meeting to talk about how the two departments can collaborate and work together and combine purchases, coordinate things to make sure you have what you need, but also save costs and do it in the most efficient manner possible. And I think I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your proactive work on that. I think that's a great step. So Chief Baker, I don't think Chief McCollum is on with us tonight, but Chief Baker, thank you very much for your work on that too. Very much appreciated.
Thanks, Matt. And that continues today. I actually spoke to Chief McCollum, so we do talk on a regular basis, whether it is for budgets or purchases. Today, he actually let me know that he had a fire apparatus going out for some minor maintenance, and it's already back, but just to keep each other in the loop on everything that's going on in each department. So thank you.
Great, thanks. And I see former Chief Galliford is back there. So Tom, thank you for your work on this too. You know, you and I talked about this for a few years before we finally got this going. So thank you for your wise advice and counsel. Very much appreciated.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, my pleasure. Like I said, the biggest part of this that I like is the fact that now the 2 fire departments will be officially recognized by the town of Bethel as the fire, EMS, and rescue authority services for the town, and kind of tie us in a little more formally to that. So,
Yep.
thank you.
All right. Well, I saw former Chief Murphy's name pop up and then it disappeared. So
Matt,
yeah,
can you say, give us the process, the public hearing, and then do we have to wait 14 days or anything like that? What's the process of finalizing this now?
we must vote on this within 30 days of today. If we don't vote on it, it dies. So once we close the public hearing, we have to vote to formally adopt this as an ordinance. And then Marty, I think there's a 14-day grace period where people could petition the Board of Selectmen if they didn't like it, correct? In there's a.
Yes, they can always do that. And what happens is when the board approves it, assuming they approve it, because there's really not any changes to it, we just have to publish a little synopsis in the newspaper just saying that it was approved.
Okay. Okay, very good. Well, it is coming up on 7:10. I don't see any other hands raised. So if there are no further comments, I will close this public hearing and wish you all a good evening. So we are concluded, but pay attention to the budget process. We're in the middle of it, and there's a lot of important things going on there too. So thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your comments leading up to this point, and have a good night.
Good night.
Right.
See you all tomorrow.